everyone, Brandi here for those of y'all who don't know already. First of all, thank you so much for checking out my channel. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time now, and I figured it was probably best to wait until we got settled into the new house and I really had some time to sit down and focus on what I was doing. This first video is going to be a makeup tutorial, so if you're interested in seeing how I did this look here, definitely keep watching. And if you're interested in seeing more videos from me, please subscribe. Alright guys, I'm going to lay down a base for my eyeshadow now using Sensational Eyes Eye Primer. A tiny goes a long way with primer, and I cover my entire lid and blend upwards towards my eyebrows, repeating on both eyes. Next, I'm going to use my Carly Bible palette eyeshadow and my Smashbox brush. I'm just laying a layer down with these. Normally with my eyeshadow it's a bit messy at first, but then I go back and blend it all together later. Next, I'm going in with this darker color and my round contour brush. With this, I'm going to place it in the corner of my eye and sweep it across the crease to create some depth. Again, I just kind of lay it there because next I'm going to go in with my Eco Blender brush and really blend the two colors together. Using this Eco Tools blending eyeshadow brush, I'm going to blend all the eyeshadows together, especially the one that I messily put on top of my eyes. I'm going to take a small shadow brush that I've dipped in water, and then the shadow color Silk Teddy from Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, and I'm going to dab that on the inner corner of my eyes and blend out towards the other colors. For my eyebrows, I'm using Anastasia's Dip Brow in dark brown and the 7B brush. I start by creating a thickish line at the bottom, just so I have something to blend up later. Then I'm going back in to line the top of my brow and round out the arch, filling in a little bit to blend using the bristle side of the brush. I'm not too concerned about having it perfect because in the next step I'm going to go back and straighten out the lines. For the inner part of my brow, I'm going to create a few vertical lines and then flip my angle brush horizontal, blending product up from that initial line that I created. I'm going to repeat this on the other brow before going in with my matte concealer and angle brush and straightening out the bottom lines of my brow. I do a thickish line and then blend it down using the tip of my finger. This makes for a good base when I go back in and do my brow highlight. Do the same thing to the top part of my brow, straightening out the lines and cleaning up the arch. Then using the tip of my finger, I'm going to blend it upwards towards my hairline. Now I'm going in with my Carly Bible highlight and blending shadow Sephora brush. And I'm going to blend that into the concealer and down into the top part of my eyeshadow. Alright, now for eyeliner. Using my Super Fat Eye Marker by NYX, I'm going to start by pulling the corner of my eye to make a more accurate line along my lash line. I do both of my eyes before I start winging it out. For the wing, I like to start by drawing the line up from the waterline. I know I'm going to go in and fill my waterline in later, so I know where the line will start, so it flows better into the wing. I'm going to repeat that on the other side while making sure I'm as even as possible on both sides. I know this is easier said than done, and like most of y'all, I've definitely spent some days crying over not being able to get my eyeliner straight, but practice makes perfect. I've applied these Ardell Glamour Lacy Lashes using Duo Dark Tone Glue. Now it's time to go back in with my Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner to make the line more defined, blend my lashes into my liner, and make the edges of my liner straight. I find pulling the corner of my eye slightly outwards really helps get a very straight line. Here I'm going back with just a little bit more of that Silk Titty eyeshadow to really make the inner corner of my eyes pop. I'm taking my Box M mascara in Blackest Black and making my natural lashes blend into my false lashes. I'm going in with my Rimmel Exaggerated Waterproof Eyeliner in Blackest Black and lining my bottom and top waterline. This, I'm just going to go back in with my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner and make sure the bottom waterline really blends into the winged line. I'm going to quickly go back in with my Carly Bible eyeshadow and line the bottom lashes using the Sephora smudging brush. Using a blending brush, quickly brush over top of that. Using my Tarte Amazonian Clay setting powder to set all of the areas I know tend to get oily throughout the day. I'm going to set under my eyes as well to brighten. Using my Eco Tools sheer blush brush, I'm just going to blend that in. Use my Box M mascara again and darken my bottom lashes. Then using my Sephora brow brush, I'm going to separate them and pull any lumps out. For my lip liner, I'm using NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Whipped Caviar. I line around the bottom of my lips first, then go back in and imagine an X above my top lip, filling in the top part and pulling that down around to the bottom lip. I like to drag this line out just a little bit as well towards the center of my mouth before going in with lipstick. The lipstick I'm using is Urban Decay in Naked. Next, it's time to accent features, so using Sculpt from my Tarte Pro Glow palette and my Sephora small contouring brush, I'm going to start by lining a little under my cheeks to make them pop. Always use less and go in with more as needed. I do the typical fishy face to make sure I'm following the right line, and I drag that all the way up into my hairline. I also like to put a very faint line at the very top of my forehead, along my chin and jawline, since they tend to get lost with the foundation. Using my Star Trek Highly Illogical Blush by MAC and using a Real Techniques blush brush that I've kind of squished down to form a straight line, I'm going to lightly sweep that across my cheekbones and up into my hairline. It's time for my favorite part, which is highlight. I'm using the Stunner Highlight from the Tarte Pro Glow palette and using a small Eco Tools angled blush brush. I'm going to sweep that on the very tip top of my cheekbone and a little bit above my eyebrows to get that glow. Last, I'm going in with MAC's Creme Sheen Glass Lip Gloss in D Light. And there you have it, guys, my go-to makeup routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I really hope it helps some of y'all recreate my look.